I Welcome back. I'm Nicholas Alexander Burke. And let's talk bones and all. No spoilers. Premise is that this is a love story about a couple going on a road trip, and during this road trip, the couple have to face hard truths about their lives, themselves, and each other. There is a slight horror element to it. It's very slight, in my opinion. And this next part I'm about to say, I don't think it's a spoiler. It's in the marketing of this. However, I didn't really know that this was a thing just because I didn't watch a lot of the marketing for it. But like I said, this is in the marketing. This is throughout the entire movie. This is a big part of the story, but it's not a reveal or anything like that. It's the basis of the film. And I will be talking about this throughout the entire review, letting you know right now, but this is still a spoiler-free review. But anyway, the main characters eat people. The couple that we're following in the movie, they eat people. I didn't know that going in, and I wish I knew, just so I could kind of be more prepared. So that's on me. But I do think that if you plan on seeing this movie, you need to know that going into the movie, that the people that we are trying to emotionally invest in eat people. Taylor Russell and Timothée Chalamet. So it goes without saying that this R-rated movie can get disturbing quite a few times. Taylor Russell is the standout. She's been in other things, but in this movie, she is at the forefront and she is telling you, hey, I can act my ass off. But I'm gonna be real with you all, this movie is very long, or at least I felt the length of this movie. I will say that the message of this movie is beautiful. The talent in front of and behind the camera is amazing. Just Google and look at the people who are involved in making this film. And no spoilers, but if you were to ask me what I think the underlying message of this movie is, I'd say that it's about people do not get to choose what problems that they are born with. You enter this world, you have no say in the issues that you're going to experience or carry with you. You just have them. And as you grow, you try to find ways to deal with these issues, sometimes completely eliminate them, but for the most part, you try to find ways to live life while having these issues, and you make great progress. You feel this great sense of confidence in yourself. You progress and progress and progress, and it takes one little trigger for you to relapse, and in the act of relapsing, all the progress, the trust, the confidence, the relationships you make all gets obliterated. And after the relapse, you feel helpless and you get back up. You convince yourself to keep going. You progress and progress. Another trigger happens and boom, you're at square one, or that's what it feels like. And it becomes this never-ending cycle. And it's even worse when you are aware that your problem is hurting people. You're aware that you have a problem, period, and you feel like that you just cannot get a lock on this and control on this. And that is a very human thing that we all experience. I experience it to this day. And it's a beautiful message, beautiful underlying theme of the movie. It's just hard to fully emotionally invest in our main characters because their problem is that they eat people. Oh my god. Does Taylor Russell's character struggle with eating people? And does she struggle with this is a bad thing, but I can't help it? And you see this internal struggle with her character, and you also kind of see it with Timothy's character, but you see it mainly with her. So I will give the movie points for including that she doesn't always feel okay about this. The cinematography is also great. Outside of the runtime, the other con I have is that this movie has horror in it. And you would think that the eating of other people, is the scary stuff. In my opinion, that's not the horror element of this movie. But I would say this movie is 92% a love story, road trip type of movie, and the other 8% is horror, and it's just not balanced enough for me. The movie really doesn't get really scary until the last 10 minutes of the movie. And this is a 2-hour and 10-minute movie. I honestly feel like you kind of could have cut this horror, B plot line out of the movie, trim some off the movie, and you would at least have a really tight love story road trip. Because I think the issue of struggling, you know, about eating people, I think that is a big enough story to tell right there. I don't think that you need this added horror subplot line going on in the movie. I don't think this movie is a bad movie. And like I said, I think the message that this movie is trying to say is a very profound one and a very relatable one. But as a person who doesn't eat people, it is very hard for me to try to feel a certain level of sympathy. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. You know, it's almost good enough for me to recommend it. Did you see it? If you did see it, were you able to enjoy it? Let me know in the comments. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Bones and all. Even the name of the movie is wild.